Oops, we are live. Not my usual time to go live, but I'm sitting in Singapore airport right now, flying to a new destination. Traveling is life, fellas. And thought we'll chill with you guys in case we get any decent audience right now. Having my cup of double shot espresso. Hi, Ram. I hope you guys are getting notifications that I'm online right now. Hi, Jackie. What's up? Exciting times, man. I want to talk about my thoughts on where Bitcoin is going by the end of this year, man. I think it's going to hit $50,000, and I'll tell you why in a little bit. Hi, Onyeka. Why don't you guys introduce yourself, like where you're from? Which country are you guys from? And we haven't done a contest in a long time, so let's do it. Make sure you comment and you introduce yourself as you're coming in now or you're watching the replay later. And the person with the last comment will win $100 cash. I used to do that, then I stopped doing it, just got occupied with different stuff. And let's do it again. So make sure you comment, make sure you introduce yourself. Just for fun, the person with the last comment before I do the next Facebook Live will get $100 cash. So introduce yourself, let me know what kind of questions you have in crypto, and I'll try to answer as many as I can. So let's talk about Bitcoin. What do you think? What's your price prediction for Bitcoin for the end of this year? My prediction is $50,000, okay? Around $50,000 plus minus 5%. That'll be my best guess. Due to certain things which have happened in the last 2-3 weeks. The market is not yet responding to it in terms of price action, but they are massive, man. They are massive updates. Let me know what's your Bitcoin price prediction by the end of this year. Will be interesting to see some of the answers. What's your Bitcoin price prediction for the end of this year? Mohit says 35 to 40,000. Cryptocurrency future in India. I think it's amazing. It's crushing it because Hyderabad just had a massive Indian blockchain week or International Blockchain Congress, and Hyderabad is setting itself as a blockchain state or something, man. A lot of government bodies and stuff like that are getting involved. So once one state takes the lead, other states will follow. So future is bright. Safik says Bitcoin will be 9,000. Gaurav says 0. I'm not sure if that is the interesting answer, my friend. 0, like you seriously think Bitcoin will go to 0? Arvind says 40,000. Sudan says $2,500. That's a beer, and that's a bull. Harnak Singh says $75,000. Wow, man. I'll treat you, bro. I'll fly you to Thailand, man. Harnak, write it down, man. Record this, and if Bitcoin hits $75,000 by December, I'm going to give you a free trip to Thailand, all expenses paid. Okay? What's up, Nathan? Been a while, man. Hi, Aftar. 20,000? Possible. 25 to 30,000. Come on, man. That's not a price prediction. Now, 25,000 to 30,000, then it's okay. 40,000 BTC by January? Yes, possible. Oh, I'm a big fan of Tika. I think he's doing some amazing work. BitConnect went bankrupt or whatever you want to call it in January itself, so that is over. Crypto is a volatile market, man. You guys need to understand it by now. I mean, half of the coins are not around from last year. Half of the coins right now will not be around next year, so you got to be moved, dynamic. Here's why I think Bitcoin will hit $50,000, okay? In the range. It could be 40, it could be 60, let's say 50. I mean, some big things have happened in the last 7 days. I was just reading an article. So, Starbucks CEO, New York Stock Exchange owner, and Microsoft, they together are developing a platform which will take Bitcoin to mass adoption. And I mean, basically, you will be able to spend your Bitcoins on Starbucks to buy a coffee. You see, Bitcoin is right now. I mean, if you look at the market cap of Bitcoin, it's only 100 billion. I'm talking with just Bitcoin. Like whole crypto market is 250. Bitcoin is about 100. What's the market cap of Apple? Apple is $1 trillion. What's the market cap of KFC, like Kentucky Fried Chicken? I think it's more than 100 billion. What's the market cap of Amazon? It's 7 or 800 billion, and those are just companies. Here you're talking about Bitcoin, which can be the world's next global currency. All it needs is its own sweet time for the technical development and awareness, and it's happening. I was reading an article today. In Iran, there is shit going on right now, and Irani, whatever is Riyadh or what is the currency in Iran right now, it is like the inflation is so high, it has gone up by 1100% in the last week or so, and Iran is on the verge of going like crazy bankrupt and shit, like Venezuela, man. So like this week, $2.5 billion, okay? $2.5 billion worth of Bitcoins were just bought in one country of Iran. I don't know how much Bitcoins have been bought right now in Zimbabwe, in Venezuela. Like a lot of times people think about America, Australia, UK. I mean, to be honest, in these countries, Bitcoin is just about investment. But in a lot of tier 3 countries right now, like Zimbabwe, Venezuela, Iran, I'm sure many other countries to follow in South America, especially in certain parts of Africa, Bitcoin is not about investment, it's about survival. Because imagine let's say you're in India right now, right? Hopefully it will never happen in India. Being an Indian, I doesn't want this to happen. But let's say tomorrow, rupee goes through a 1000% inflation, and in $1 instead of 60 rupees, it's 600 rupees. And that milk, which costs right now 20 rupees, starts costing you 200 rupees. Imagine what will happen. Like literally things will go crazy. So Bitcoin right now is being used as an instrument against inflation in so many countries, and it's just starting right now. So one is that. So Bitcoin is being used really as digital gold now. It is slowly becoming the world's reserve currency. That's on the gold application. Now, there have always been a debate that Bitcoin, it's not fast enough, that it cannot be used as a currency, and that's true. I mean, Bitcoin was never meant to be really used as a currency. Its main application was digital gold. But guess what? I mean, we human beings, we have brains, right? That's the reason we are human beings, right? So the best minds in the world right now are working on Bitcoin, and that's why you see CEO of Starbucks. I mean, come on, Starbucks. You talk about Microsoft, Bill Gates. You talk about NYSE, the biggest stock exchange in the world. New York Stock Exchange. Its owner is not stupid. These guys are not stupid, right? I mean, they are creating a product called ICE, which will help people to spend Bitcoin to buy coffee on Starbucks. Man, this is fucking as huge a news as it can be. I mean, once this happens, I don't know the timelines for this. It's not yet announced, but once it happens, I mean, the whole world will know about Bitcoins. What do you think will happen? There are only 21 million Bitcoins. Out of that, 17 million are already gone. Like only 4 million are left. Out of the 17 million, 4 or 5 million Bitcoins are missing because due to lost wallets and stuff like that. So to be honest, there are only 10 million Bitcoins, and the world's population is 7 billion. Where do you see Bitcoin prices? I'm telling you, by the end of this year, 50,000. End of 2019, 100,000. End of 2020, 250,000. By 2025, which is not that far away, like 7 years from now, $1 million a Bitcoin, man. $1 million a Bitcoin. That's my strong belief right now. I think it's going to happen. If you can buy Bitcoins, you can buy half of a Bitcoin, you can buy 0.1 Bitcoin, and start buying it. Start buying it for your future. Okay, so that's important. Sometimes the good news does not reflect the price action immediately. Why? Because it's a chicken and an egg theory. Okay, a lot of market is right now waiting for the market to move, because this is how newbies play the investment game. They will be happy to buy Bitcoin when it is $20,000, but they will not buy Bitcoins when it is $6,000 or $8,000 right now because they're too scared. So guess who is buying Bitcoins right now? It's the smart money. But smart money doesn't buy Bitcoin on exchanges. They buy Bitcoins on OTC, which is over the trade counters, cash setups and stuff like that, people to people basically. So you will not see this action immediately, but mark my words right now, there will be a day, there will be a time when suddenly, like last year in November, Bitcoin suddenly went from 6,000 to 20,000. This year, if ETF gets approved, which it can, that's another big news. ETF means exchange traded fund. Let's just say it's a way for wealthy Americans to start investing in Bitcoins without having the risk of owning the Bitcoins themselves. And plus they're insured and all that. One ETF got rejected, which was more of a private style ETF filed by Vincus. I don't know how to even say their name, like the guys who were originally behind Facebook, right? So filed by this Winklevoss brothers. That got rejected due to because it was supposed to be traded on their own exchange. But the next one is by Chicago Board of Exchange, which is like a kind of government body. So I think that's huge. Chances of that are huge. I mean, if it happens, the prices will escalate faster. If it doesn't happen, then also prices will escalate faster. It's just a matter of time. ETF date, I think, is 10th of August. That's the next decision. Either it will be said yes, no, or postponed. So that's the next ETF date right now. We have to wait for it. But it's not the end. I mean, there are more ETFs in line. So it's not a question of if. It's a matter of when will the ETF get approved. In fact, in SEC, I was listening to an interview of one of the SEC board members. There are like right now 5 board members in SEC. Out of that, 1 is sick, so 4 are left. Out of this 4, one lady, I don't remember her name now, she is dead like thing, like she wants the ETF to get approved. So 25% of the battle is already won. Out of these 3 members, man, it's a matter of one person. Okay, just even one person saying that yes, ETF is good, and boom, you will see what happens. And her points were right. Her point was like SEC has got no regulatory authority on deciding whether Bitcoin is good or not. I mean, they got no control on gold. SEC doesn't have any control on oil, and SEC doesn't have any control on Bitcoin. All they need to decide is how can people invest in Bitcoins easily without much financial risk, so insurance and stuff like that. So in her words, SEC overstepped the boundaries. So interesting times ahead. I feel this will start reflecting in the price action in the next 30, 60, 90 days. ETF is exchange traded funds. Like for example, for gold, when an ETF was launched way back, I don't know, 20, 30, 40 years back, prices of gold went up by 500%. So ETF is big. Which altcoins you're holding? I got a lot, man. You can buy using local Bitcoins, Sean. In local Bitcoins, you can see reviews. There'll be people who have done 1,000, 2,000 trades. They do it for a living, so that's why. Buy from the Thief from BitConnect side. Any cool mining companies you recommend? Thoughts on BitClub network? BitClub, the last I know, is not operational in US, Lulia. And I don't know, man. There's hardly any profit in mining right now. You're much better just keeping your own Bitcoins with yourself. Absolutely. Whenever Jamie says Bitcoin is a scam, the prices are about to go bullish. And guess what? In the back end, it's Goldman Sachs today announced they're launching a Bitcoin custody solution. I mean, there's so many good news. I don't even remember it right now. Which app is best to make BTC? I wish you can make BTC using an app, but you cannot. I think your question is which app is best to store BTC. I like BitPay. I like Bitcoin.com wallet, Coinomi. Different wallets are there. Any daily ROI company? Trident. Trident is doing good ROI right now. Anubhav? Let's see what else. Other questions are there. It can. In the short term, it can, Eddie. I will not be surprised if it goes down to, 6,000, 5,000. But I think in the range of 5,000 or 6,000, it's pretty much a bottom. I mean, look at it. It's bounced from it like 3 times now in the last 6 months. I think that's the bottom, because the moment Bitcoin starts going below 6,000, the buy orders just they crushed the sell orders, man. So I think 6,000 is the bottom. So I wouldn't be surprised if it goes down to 6 or 5. But if it anything less than 5, I'll be really surprised. I don't think so it will happen with so many good news. Just by the way, guys, I mean, make sure all of you are in Date Me, guys. I mean, it's my own project, so sometimes you don't want to talk a lot about your own project. But here's what I'll tell you guys. I mean, when it comes to utility token, a lot depends on community, because if the community is not there, utility is not going to happen. Date Me right now looks like it's on the track of like building the biggest community in the crypto space. I'm not even joking. I mean, right now we started the pre-launch about 17 days back. As of now, we already have 10,000 members in Telegram group and almost 54,000 registered members. Okay, this is 14 days. This airdrop and sales and everything, like by the time all this will be done, it'll be November. So by November, I'm looking at about 1 million people in the system registered and about 100,000 people Telegram group. I don't even know if big community coins like OCN, Tron, or Verge even have 100,000 Telegram members and 1 million registered members, especially just during the ICO phase. And online dating is a multi-billion dollar market. Tinder is crushing it. Plenty of Fish is catching it. There's so many sites, and the market is just growing. And to be honest, I mean, there are not really any blockchain projects in the dating space. So I think we are markets first. Hardly any competition out there. And I mean, this is basically in 3 words. It's Tinder on blockchain. So I mean, it's a great thing. You can get a free account, like you can get 500 free tokens just for creating an account. And if you're on my email list, I'm sure you have got many emails. If by any chance you're not on email list, I'm just checking my flight time. Need to be there in about 20 minutes. We got time. Oh, why is it becoming dark? Give me a second. Why it became dark suddenly? These things are... I pressed some button somehow. I don't know which button was that. Let me figure it out. Give me a second, guys. Okay, a little bit like this. It's okay. So, will BTC be legal in India? It will be. Just a matter of time. Exactly. There is nothing wrong with a community coin as long as it has a utility. I mean, Tron is an example of a community coin. And look at where Tron is. I was just reading a report on Tron. It is still 15 times from its ICO price. It has its own working blockchain now. It has mainnet launch, testnet launch. I mean, so much, man, so much. I mean, Bitcoin itself is a community coin. What is Bitcoin without a community? Nothing. Every coin is a community coin. A coin without a community it's crap, man. So I think community is really big. Along with that, technology, obviously, it's simple, it's different. I mean, in online dating, the whole technology behind Date Me is all about artificial intelligence and blockchain. Okay, so the angle was different. This is dark, this is white. So the whole technology is about artificial intelligence and intelligent matchmaking and stuff like that. So I think it's pretty awesome. Views on AWS mining. Got no idea what is AWS mining. India legal on our next generation time. Yeah, India is slow, man, sometimes. EMPR coin from Empower. No, I think it sucks. Exactly. So, yeah, I mean, stay hold. If you have some BTC, hold. My opinion on altcoins right now, I think it's always a matter of time. I mean, altcoins bounced back in April. They were all-time high in January. Then till May middle, they were doing okay. Then there's always a 3-month, 2-month gap. So May, June, July, August. I feel September is when altcoins will start mooning again. If you have any altcoins right now, don't sell. The time to sell is when the market is high, guys. This is the time to buy. If you don't have money, you're stuck with your old positions, remain stuck, okay? The mistake, there are 2 fundamental things. If you do these 2 things right, you will win. And I'll admit, I mean, I am right now down about, if I compare from my all-time high, I'm down 75% from my all-time high in January. So I'm no fucking god. I'm no super genius. I mean, I'm learning itself. Now, I've realized in the last 1 year, like 12 months before, I sold my coins, my altcoins, a lot of my coins like Ripple, Stellar at some major loss because I got scared almost same time last year, okay? In the last 12 months, after that lesson though, I have not yet sold my coins at the bottom, okay? However, I forgot to sell my coins, or I became more greedy when the markets were high. And I'm sure a lot of you will agree on that. You got to buy, like this is a time to buy right now. And the time to sell is January. The time to sell is March or April. The time to sell is some of that. What am I fooling you, Shamal? Get the fuck out of my wall, bro. Before I'm giving you training on how to trade and the Bitcoin price predictions, and you have your stupid comments. Just get out of my wall, otherwise I'll block you myself, okay? Don't want idiots here. So try to sell when the markets are doing well. The markets were doing well in May, April. The markets were there in January. In fact, for a brief period of time, the markets did decent in February, last in March also, when Bitcoin hit, what was the price, like $11,000 or $12,000. But we as human beings, what happens is when things start to go down, we start selling, and when things start to go up, we start buying. And but the thing is, the very nature of investing is you're playing with the smartest, intelligent minds of the planet. And when one person makes money, the other person loses money. Always remember that. So the game of investing, in words of Warren Buffett, is be fearful when everyone is greedy, and buy when there is blood on the streets, even if it's your own blood. Buy when there is blood on the street, even if it's your own blood. Which means even if your own coin is going down, but if you believe in that coin, if you think the coin has a strong fundamentals, coin like Bitcoin, Ethereum, Tron, EOS, Neo, Cardano, WeChain, Ontology, Theta, so many good coins. If you believe in the fundamentals, if you know they have a good team, if you know there is constant work going on in the project, then you should average down. You should buy as much as you can as the coin goes down more, because that's how you make 10x, 20x, 30x return. You won't make those kind of returns when you start buying when everything is going high. So that's the difference between master and pro traders. I guess a lot of us are new traders. I've been in this trading game for 1 year, in the game of crypto for about 16, almost 3 years right now. And I'll be a much better trader in the next 12 months. And I wish all of you also the same. Just remember, sell when others are greedy, which means a coin is up by 50%, 100%, 300%, that's the time to sell. If the coin is down by 50, 60, 70%, and the coin is good, not the shit coins, if a coin is good, that's the time to buy. So that's the thing. So Bitcoin, $50,000 price prediction by the end of this year. I'll stand by it. Hopefully it will happen. A lot of things happening behind the scenes. Project ICE coming in by Starbucks, by owner of New York Stock Exchange, which will help you to spend Bitcoin on Starbucks, so mass awareness. ETF is going to be approved by SEC anytime. One very big trust in US, which has like all that old money, is about to start allowing its client allocation in cryptocurrencies. So major stuff. Yeah, absolutely. Be greedy when others are fearful, and be fearful when others are greedy. That's the quote, man. That's it. Chizzy, Date Me is a good project, man. Focus on it. Yeah, it's an exciting airdrop. Like what? 50,000 members. By the way, we just did a joint venture with CPSG, Copy Profit Success Global. It's a Forex education company. And all their 60,000 members are joining hands with Date Me, and they all will also get airdrops. So literally, Date Me in this week will go from 60,000 to 120,000 members, guys. I'm telling you, we are on the track to build the biggest crypto community ever. Watch out. Mark my words. See me do it in the next 90 days. I would love to have all of you join hands with me, and let's do it together. I hate this dark. Yeah, this is good. Get on, create your free account in Date Me, get your free tokens, start referring, start getting more. For every referral you bring in, you get 500 free tokens, and if they buy, you get 10% of what they buy. So that's exciting. Why Bitcoin is a volatile asset? It's just starting out, so it's natural. What do you think will be the Bitcoin price prediction by the end of this year? We'll love to know, what you guys have to say. and why? Where do you think Bitcoin price will be by the end of this year, and why? My bet is $50,000, and the reason is all the reasons which I mentioned you above. It's a lot of smart money coming in now in crypto. Just a matter of time, you will see the price action, not just in Bitcoin but in altcoins also. Because when people get into Bitcoin, next they want to explore other revenues. It's the human mind. So Ethereum, and once Ethereum starts to go, ICOs, and by the way, ICOs are not going anywhere. I mean, this year they've already raised 18 billion, which is almost same as the entire 2017, like for the first 6 months. So by the end of this year, it will be like 2 or 3 times more than 2017. So for those of you who think ICOs are over or altcoins are over, anything like that, now it's just a matter of time. Patience, that's all. Any specific reason why you're saying that, Eliana? Three o'clock. I guess I should start moving towards my flight. Wow, those are some big price prediction. Eliana, if Bitcoin hits $60,000 before Christmas, I'm gonna give you a flight ticket to anywhere in the world you want to go from anywhere. That's my promise to you. Okay? Let's pray. You can record this. If Bitcoin hits $60,000 by the end of this year, you're going to get a free flight ticket to anywhere in the world you want to go, and 3 nights of hotel stay. All on me. Let's make it happen. Mr. MD Mijanur Rahman. ETF rejected. Is there any chance? Yes, there are. That was just one ETF. There are many more ETFs. It's not just that if one ETF is rejected, others cannot apply. There are like 10 ETFs. There are 10 ETFs in line right now. Absolutely, bro. Lightning Network plus ETF plus New York Stock Exchange launching a crypto exchange plus trust funds coming. BTC 50K. Lino, what's up, bro? When are you inviting me to Italy, man? Okay, let me start moving towards my gate. Yes, we'll talk. I love the traveling lifestyle, by the way. Do you guys know I've been traveling for about 2 years now? I mean, I used to stay in India 2 years back. Now I've been traveling and staying in hotels for 2 years now. I've traveled so many places all around the world. Been to US many times, Europe, whole of Southeast Asia, whole of Dubai. Just love it out here. Let me use the restroom. Any other questions you guys have for cryptos? Yeah, man, I love traveling. Boom, Marvin. हिंदी में कहते हैं आपके मुंह में घी शक्कर. All Indians will understand that, which means sugar and sweets in your mouth, bro. Give me a second, guys. Let me just pee. Okay, 1 second. Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. India will become the biggest country for Bitcoins, trust me on that. Love the Singapore airport. It's pretty amazing. I mean, this recent conference in India, international, I think all of you are in India, or I mean, a lot of you in crypto community, international blockchain conference in India, which just happened. that was like a really big conference because not because of the attendees, but because of the quality of people. Almost anyone and everyone from the crypto space was there. A lot of people from Indian government were there, including IT minister of the state of Hyderabad, which is one of the most important IT states in India. And the government is taking initiatives to improve blockchain now. So what do you think now? Like, how long will RBI say? RBI will ultimately say, fuck you banks, you got to allow these crypto exchanges to transfer, to work in a way they're supposed to work. I mean, otherwise you will have governments start to clash, like what is happening in US right now. SEC officials are crashing. So it's just a matter of time now. I mean, Hyderabad now, Telangana, is being declared as the blockchain state, which means government is spending money for setting up universities, companies, startup spaces, everything, like millions and millions of dollars for the improvement of blockchain, because India also realizes that if they don't do it, they'll be behind. Come on, I mean, India is known for IT revolution. World's biggest IT outsourcing happens in India, right? India is a country which makes most of its foreign revenue because of IT. So they can't afford to be behind in the blockchain revolution, and the whole world is about blockchain revolution right now. So trust me, take my words, India will be one of the biggest markets when it comes to cryptocurrencies. It's just starting though, it's just starting. Things take time, sometimes. Yes, in Goa, Goa is great. Yeah, I think after International Blockchain Week was the conference in Goa. Join Kaxo CoinCap, Auto Robot Trade. Anubhav, mature up, bro. Don't pitch on other people's Facebook Live, otherwise you'll get blocked. Which other crypto is doing well apart from Bitcoin? Ethereum Classic is doing pretty well today. The reason, I mean, it's a good coin and it's getting listed on Coinbase today. That's why. Ripple is good. I mean, if you guys want to buy Ripple, this is the time. Because, I mean, you look at the charts, right? Ripple has tested a triple bottom right now. So, the charts are amazing for Ripple right now. What else? I got another 10 minutes to chill with you guys. So, if you got any more questions, don't hesitate to ask. Let me just check my gate. It's C24. It's still a long walk. Airport life, hotel life. How many of you, if given a chance, you would like to travel the world, live in hotels for the next 5 years? If given a chance, would you like to do that? If you have all the money in the world and all the freedom in the world, would you like to travel the entire world, live in hotels, and just see each and every corner of this world? I've been doing it for 2 years. I got no intention of slowing down. I mean, I love traveling, man. It just makes you wise. I think in today's world, with technology, with Bitcoin, with cryptos, I mean, look at that. Money is global now. I mean, literally, like in Singapore, I was there for 2 weeks. I paid for my hotel using Bitcoins. I'm flying to Thailand right now. I paid for my flight using Bitcoin. So literally, anytime I'm spending cash is only when I'm like, I'm buying like things like coffee and going for shopping and all. And with this new ICE announcement, I mean, I think in next 6 months, I'll be literally buying my morning coffee from Starbucks using Bitcoin also. So we are kind of entering mainstream already. It's just a matter of time now. Exposure is everything. Absolutely, bro. Me. Kekri says, Marvin says, that'll be a dream. Nobody will say no. I mean, you guys should do whatever it takes, man. That's where I really love network marketing. For those of you who have been following me on my wall, I've been in this game of direct selling, network marketing for a long time, for about 12 years now. And I used to work in a company called HCL Technologies in India. For those of you who are Indians, you know which company. And I used to make about $300 a month. Like, that's it, $300 a month. And now I spend $300 a day on my hotel rooms. Like, my average daily expense just on my own life is about $500 a day to be on an average. And what should I say, man? This industry has changed my life. Cryptocurrencies have changed my life. It gives you so much of exposure. And yeah, one of the biggest things which changed my life was traveling. I mean, when I was building businesses, traveling to new countries, new cities, attending events, stuff like that. So that definitely helps. 100% Marvin. Nice, Pradeep. So yeah, man, if you guys get a chance, learn trading, learn cryptocurrencies, learn MLM, learn network marketing. If you need some help, some training, I have my website, Ankur Agarwal, my full name, ANKUR AGARWAL. So Ankur Agarwal online.com. You can go there. I have like 5 books right now. 5, not 1, 5. There's a book on network marketing, there's a book on mindset, there are 2 books on cryptocurrencies, and there's 1 book on internet marketing. So as of now, I've written 5 books. You can get all of my books for free. And just as my way of saying thank you, go and visit AnkurAgarwalOnline.com. You will see all the 5 free ebooks. Download the one which you want, man. And after a certain point in life, once you made your money, it's a lot about giving back also, right? So that's one of my ways to give back to my audience, is to just brain map my knowledge into these books. And I'm not even charging for these books anymore. I mean, they're on Amazon. That's for the external market. For those of you who follow me, I don't need to make money from you by selling books and all. You can just go and read it for free. But just because you're getting it for free doesn't mean you don't apply what I train you there, right? It's very important. Let me have some water. Ripple. I've never been a big fan of Ripple from the decentralization aspect, but I've been the fan of Ripple in terms of what it can do. Coins like Ripple and Tron are called whale coins because they have a high volume and they have high price fluctuations. So as a trader, it's very easy to make money. So if you look at the graph of Ripple, the current graph is the same graph which was from April to September, October. So literally, you can just buy Ripple right now and sell it when it goes 5 times from now. So I think it's very easy to trade coins like Ripple and Tron and stuff like that because they literally have vertical movements. Is that my gate? C24. There's so much big queue. So I guess I'm going to chill for 5 more minutes. Gives me more time. No, that's not my gate. My gate is the next one, C24. I think it's a little bit relaxed. Ethereum Classic. To be honest, man, I don't know much about technology when it comes to Ethereum. I don't know what they're doing, but I mean, it's a good coin. Coinbase is adding it, so that's a big validation. I think in the next 30-60 days, you will see a lot of good volume in Ethereum Classic because it is getting exposed to a lot of Americans who only buy using Coinbase, and Ethereum Classic will be the cheapest coin on Coinbase. So that means some good amount of money coming in Ethereum Classic. So I think it's going to do good for the next 60-90 days. That's about it. Yeah, so if you want to make money, then yes, you can. You should not call any coin like a coin. Every coin goes through up and down. Without being idealistic, if you buy Ripple right now, in 90 days, I think it's easy 5 to 10x. And it has the volume, so you're safe. It's not going to zero, don't worry. But again, it's your own money, do your own research. These are just suggestions. In terms of ICO, I think DateMe is your best bet, man. I mean, I'm putting my brand and reputation behind DateMe. We got 60,000 members already in approximately. We just did a joint venture, and in the next 7 days, you will see almost 130,000 members in. The joint venture is with my buddy Joel Santiago. He owns a Forex education company, so all the 65,000 members in his company are getting complimentary DMX tokens as airdrops. So I mean, yeah, we are literally building the biggest community in the crypto space, man. And this is just the beginning, Okay, there's a big queue. I never like to be the first one to go in the flight. I always prefer to be the last one to go in the flight, but I like to I like to come sit at the gate like 5 or 10 minutes in advance. Litecoin mirrors Bitcoin? Absolutely, it does. And Litecoin is at an all-time low, right? It's almost 80% down from its high time. In fact, all the coins are goodbye right now. Litecoin, Dash, Zcash. Zcash is a good buy because it's about to get listed in Coinbase. Stellar is a good coin.
We are doing the rubber screening, so you will need to go for rubber screening first.
What do you mean? This one, right?
You are departure or arrival?
No, I'm departure.
Departure, okay, please go inside. Please,
Ah, okay. Okay.
because we are doing the rubber screening.
Ah, okay,
We
okay,
don't
okay.
need to complete.
Understood,
Okay,
understood. No problem. Give me a second, guys.
เข้าไปก่อนเลยก็ได้ค่ะพอดีเราเข้าห้องน้ำ
I think I'll need to go to the security check right now, so I will need to disconnect this Facebook Live. Okay. But it was lovely talking to you guys, and keep rocking and rolling. And there are no links on this Facebook Live, so if you think it was valuable, feel free to share it with your friends, and the person with the last comment will get $100. So keep commenting. See you guys on top. Bye.